I'd like to talk a little bit about the Star of David on America's early coinage. There was a Jewish gentleman who donated silver to our first coinages, and at his request, any stars that were put on the coins, he asked that they be six-pointed stars to honor his religion, and his request was honored, and it was done. And stars were used quite a lot on American coinage, and I don't know, they've been phased out somewhat now because of this little debacle that I'm speaking of. Uh, but they used to represent the 13 colonies, and there were stars used for other reasons, but mostly to rep 13 stars on the colonies to rep, and they were 13 six-pointed stars. These stars were removed from our coinage about the time that the Federal Reserve was invented, was created here. And the Federal Reserve is a group of foreign banks that took over our currency in lieu of our Treasury and our Congress. They took it over and they controlled it, and they gained the monetary profit from it, from doing it. They actually took over our currency and started renting it back to us. Now, this caused all kinds of problems in the upper echelons of the people, the rich, or just the people who are aware of money and what it means and how it can make or break your society, can make or break your nation. And these people got in through subterfuge and cunning, and basically by holding the club over our heads. And they always hold the club over our heads whenever we don't submit to them. They crash our economy, and this is happening now. And they steal as much as they possibly can in the process, and this is happening now. One thing that happened back when the Federal Reserve came in, it was not long at all that they had found a reason and created an income tax, and the income tax is very illegal here, very illegal. It's something that anybody with any knowledge of treasury or currency knew was the beginning of the end. And the main indicator to you that you need to be aware of is that, and if you don't know the word that I'm going to say, then you're going to have to look it up, but the income tax is due yearly on the anniversary of Masada. Now, Masada is celebrated by the Jewish people, or at least honored by the Jewish people, because it was where the Romans had kept at bay 960 people or something along those lines up on top of a mountain named Masada, and they had kept them under siege for 2 years, and they had to build a huge ramp to get up to the fortress on the top of the mountain of Masada. And when they got there, everybody had committed mass suicide rather than submit to the Romans. Now, you are prey to these people, and you will pay forever until you understand what's being done to you and demand an end to it.